Hi, it's your coach, Joe Lucas. Hey, I hope you're doing well today. It's early, got my Starbucks, that's why my face is red, watching the sun come up. And, you know, I had a call yesterday with a potential new client, which is going to be a no, basically, and I'm going to explain why. Um, in my career, working with advisors for, quarter century now, it happens, it's rare, but it does happen, where you run across somebody and basically they just don't like people. They just don't like people. They don't want to deal with people. They don't want to handle it. And what happens is that you can still do okay in this industry. So let me say this. It's going to sound kind of strange. If you've been around this thing long enough and you've been working sometimes hard, you can make some decent money in this business. But you're never going to elevate to greatness, if you will, because of it. And here's why. I've always said this, we are in the ultimate people business, right? And what does that mean? What does a people business really mean? Well, think about it. Number one, you better know yourself real well and better like yourself, better like people. Well, let's start with number one, numero uno, right? Liking yourself. You got to make sure you like yourself, that you're comfortable in your own skin, that you've got your psychology figured out, that you've got your mindset the way you need it. You need to get all those things wrapped up. You need to have them in a great place. Otherwise, you can have spurts where you feel pretty good about things, but then, then you're not, right? Then you kind of I call it going in the tank or off the reservation, and we get wildly inconsistent because you're, in essence, fighting yourself on things. That's the first thing. Number two, you better love the team around you. So the people you hire, the people you collaborate with. So again, when I think about, our team, I always tell clients, sort of like concentric circles. So we've got our direct W-2s, right? And then we may have our contractors, our 1099s. And then we may have our business partners, right? Like our wholesalers, our CPAs, our attorneys, things like that. So we have that scenario too. So the bottom line is you better like them all and you better love most, right? If you really, really want to be great. And then, there's two other sets where it's going to be interesting. Number one, love your clients, obviously. That makes sense. They entrust their wealth to you. So you, at least in my mind, owe them that, if you will. But I think the real test is love somebody and care about somebody when you know you cannot help them or they're not going to make a good client, and you just can't go ahead and help them, right? And so the reason why I bring up the story this morning is, I was talking to a gentleman yesterday. He was, people come into my world most time via referral from my clients and my Magellan members. But, as you know, I publish a lot. I do a lot I got YouTube channel, email address, Practice Power Academy is free. And so when these guys wander in, and my gift has always been any advisor can have 30 minutes my time, no strings. So this person takes me up on it, and I won't bore you with the whole details. Bottom line is this: 20-year veteran, rolls about $200,000 a year. What I call the proverbial tweener. Never was bad enough to fail out of the business. Never good enough to be great in the business. Sort of like that middle part. And so, he and I are talking, and I said, look, man, tell me why you think you're not, where you need to be. And, and it's funny, most of those people will give you a long list of, 0809, compliance now, DOL. And, it's funny how it's never them, right? It's always somebody else. And so we're talking, and I say, well, look, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about people? And that's usually a question I ask, in my kind of interviews, because I want to see how they answer the question. And when they say, well, people are okay, people are okay. That's not like love, right? That's just okay. So, tell me more about that. And he goes, well, this business was so much better if it wasn't for the people. I said, well, how do you, do you like people? Do you like, he said, he goes, if I could find a way to do this business without dealing with people, I would. And I said, there's your fatal flaw. And what happens is you do enough of I know I've got to deal with people to kind of make some money, but you're never going to embrace it. And I said, look, here's the reality for you. And the funny thing is, and I won't get into names or anything, But this person has gone to a lot of other coaches, and I'm not going to name names, but you all know who's out there, right? And they literally have worked with each one. It's been fascinating, right? So I guess my brain goes, well, maybe save the best for last. I don't know. So we're talking, and I said, look, and his name is Bill. I said, look, Bill, here's the deal. I can help you. It's not a good look. All that practice management stuff is great, but until you figure out you and what you've got to do and how you want to handle things, you're always going to be challenged. You're always going to have this scenario, if you will, right? From that perspective. So I tell them, look, if you want to spend some time with me, that's great. But before you do that, here's what I need. I need you to really have a heart-to-heart with yourself, and you've got to come around to respecting, loving, and enjoying people. Because if you cannot find that, then I don't think I can help you. Because at the end of the day, for you to double your business, which is his goal, is you gotta double the love for the client, do a better job, help serve others, right? This is about service of others. And if you can't get your psychology around that, you're gonna struggle. I mean, it's gonna be false, right? And that's why I try to tell everybody. I said, look, our wealth is a byproduct of the service of others. If you're into this business because I want to make a lot of money, and you see clients and prospects as tools, right, like raw resources to get what I want, you'll make some money, but you'll ultimately fail. So keep that in mind. Have a great day today, and see you soon.